Hey everyone. Welcome back. Now, this is going to be a continuation off of the last love reading. This is all the same reading. Every video, I'm locked in. Sorry, I'm going to be lighting some things as I talk. So the continuation being, the first thing is that the dirt kicking snake has showed up again. Remember how in the love reading, the snake had the roiling guts? And here's the thing. Sometimes when I get locked into energies, I get fully the true physical symptoms. That's why I don't love to do as many personal readings anymore. The physical symptoms drive me nuts. I had a client who was having an allergic reaction, and I didn't know this, but at the time I was doing the reading and I had to stop the reading because out of nowhere I had the craziest allergic reaction and I had to go take a whole bunch of antihistamines and lay down. And anyway, so my point being is that I feel like I'm mediating between these two worlds of like new true soulmate and then old snaky devilkins. It's a little bit awkward for me. I feel like a real third wheel. I'm getting a lot of sexual, it's like walking in on your parents having sex. Like I feel like I want to avert my eyes. It's fine. I'm happy to deliver the message, but, and then between those dirt kicking snakes, but here's the thing. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time focusing on this person because I'm actually not interested in them. And like a true narcissist, it's about trying to distract, you know, like, look at me, I'm gonna do anything in my power to make sure that the attention, whether it's negative or positive, is always on me. And it's like, girl, this message isn't about you. This message is about the true love coming in. So it's interesting because old dirt kicking snake, but also new true love. It's like, again, the ascendant descendant version. So the soulmate is feeling nauseous and rolling, but due to excitement and nervousness, an old dirt kicking snake over here is like sick to their stomach, like literally sick to their stomach. When I say I am not feeling very good, but it's weird because when I step out, I get moments of stepping out of the energy and then my tummy's fine, but like I've had to go to the store, like stock up on some things because I'm like, between y'all's two different people, oh, it's like I have a bag of cats fighting in my stomach. Oh, it's just sickening. Okay. So what happened is I woke up this morning and your soulmate wants to chat. They're chatting through me so hard, which is delightful. Like, I'm here for it, and especially I love being a messenger of love, so I'm here for it. But they are very chatty through songs, so, and I love that because I love music. So the title of this particular video is called Water of Love, based off of the Dire Straits song. I love this song. So the first song, I forget what it was. I didn't write it down. And but that's okay, because they made a whole playlist that they, would love for you to listen to. They're very specific, and they kind of have an order. Okay, so I forgot the second song. The second song, again, I played the game with them. I was like, I put it on shuffle, and I was like, okay, soulmate for this person. What was the question? It was, what do you want the collective to know about how you're currently feeling? And then I skipped to, random. And so it's a song called Junun, Junun. I forgot the band name. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to Google what Junun means. I don't even know what language this is in. So I did. It's Sanskrit for passion. So, and like, this is what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not a prude at all. Like, nothing really makes me embarrassed. But I'm telling you, I feel as though I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, I just kind of want to scream a little bit and cover my eyes. I feel an internal blushing. They're really very passionate. But again, with this balanced with going back to the lion and the eagle, like this, there's a very like Leo Scorpion energy, hot to trot, very passionate, very primal, animalistic, raw, but then met with the kind of the feminine, like the sensual. So after we had Janoon, it was then All of Me by Billie Holiday, followed by Frank Sinatra's I Have You Under My Skin, followed by, oh, then it was, I didn't write the name of, it was like a house track, kind of a house techno-y song. Didn't really, but then what I found myself doing is that the BPM of the song was like pretty fast, and then I was like, oh, and then because I was already feeling the nerves, I was like, pitter patter, you're making this person's heart, like they're nervous as fuck. They're very nervous. And again, going back, I feel like this person is strength personified. They're a total boss. They're normally very in control, but going back to that hangman, like upturning their world, you have them all inside out, upside down. It's almost like that, again, the Diana Ross song, Boy, You Turn Me Inside Out, Round and Round. Yeah, okay. So we had that song. And then All I Want Is You by Barry Lewis Polazar. Then I was buying, when I was at the grocery store, Take a Chance on Me by ABBA came on, and it was like, ding, 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 ding. Spirit was like, pay attention. I was like, my guts. They're like, don't care about your guts. We really want you to like, remember that to put this on the playlist. I was like, okay, I know, it's a great song. So this person is just like, they're really, and you know what? I do love this about love. This is the great thing about the throes of passion, when you're first in the throes of infatuation and you don't know yet if this person's gonna like you. Isn't that thrilling? Because it's humbling, and you have to kind of go back and forth between these two energies of like excitement and enthrallment and like willing to put it all on the line. And then the ego part of ourselves, it gets really protective and is like, what if they don't like us back? Oh, right? And it's oh, it's a real bag of nerves. Oh Jesus, between again these two energies. It's right here. It's both egos being very protective of self. Oh God, I'm telling you, I need to get this video done so that, again, get out of the energy. Okay. And the last song, and there's Nirvana's going to come up twice. So the last song is Love Buzz off the Bleach album by Nirvana. Great song. But really what they wanted me to focus on is the lyrics specifically of like, would you believe me if I told you you are the queen of my heart? That's really, again, great song, but some of the lyrics make it sound like he's a bit of a dirt-kicking snake. The only part is, would you believe me if I told you that you're the queen of my heart? So again, I think this person is a little bit stoic for the most part. Again, going back to yesterday's reading, the High Priestess, they're private. They are very empowered, but they don't fuck around. You just got them inside out. Okay. So yeah, so those are the songs that they really want you to know about, that this is, but Water of Love in particular, and this is a beautiful song. I put it on because I haven't thought about this song in a while, but when it came in, I was like, oh man, Water of Love. And with the swan yesterday, okay, and then today, so after I did that video, I did go outside to march around, and then it started to snow really soft again, going back to the original video of being really soft and gentle, embodying these qualities, being a force, because you can still be a force in your softness and gentleness. But I personally find snow very romantic, especially the big, fat, fluffy snowflakes. And then I just happened to see that heart, the last heart that I told you about that made the Four of Hearts, the blending. Oh, I'm so sorry if I look like there is something happening. I'm telling you, but the energies, I feel like they're just scrapping in my body. It's like no longer a bag of snakes for the, it's like two opposing cats. Like, I got a bag of cats. You got the dirt-kicking snake really losing their shit. We got new true love who's just beside themselves. They've never felt this way before. I'm just stuck in the middle. Okay. So let's move into some cards because everyone clearly wants to talk today. I'm very chatty. So I'd already I was just getting the cards ready. I was doing a shuffle and I pulled out the Kim Cran's The Wild Unknown Archetypes cards, Oracle cards. And so when I was beginning to shuffle, the Destroyer came out immediately. And I was like, I think we all know who that is in this story. And then when I was shuffling it, and then this card literally flew out. A lot of the times the cards don't fly out for me. The Creator. Oh my God. As above, so below. The Ascended and the Descended right here. But then, guess who's getting a little bit huffy about it and was like, they're very protective. Going back to that Seven of Wands. You shall not pass. This person is like, So they wanted to remind Dirt Kicking Snake of like, hello, here I am the lover. And also, male swans. I once sat by the water in Toronto by the beach that I used to love going to. And this male swan, it was like the winter and I was sitting by the ice floe. And the male swan, like, I wasn't even close to his lady. He was so aggressive. Swans, again, gentle. They're just gliding around, but you go walk within 3 miles of a female swan. Her counterpart is going to start honking and flapping to let you know, hey, my guy, move along. Nothing to see here. So this is your energy. And then remember going back to the original video, anyone who's like followed now all three. So with the playlist, Donna Summer, going on a manhunt with the horse, again, the King of Wands, getting on a horse, here they come. Like, this energy is so quick moving, they have made a decision. Even though they showed up as the Queen of Pentacles, normally a little bit slower, a little bit more calm, demure, thoughtful, not one to rush into anything. They are just like hot to trot. These are the words. Yeah, animal. Again, these big creatures, majestic, very regal. Anyway, so those are the oracles. And then I thought, well, shit, Cinnamon. Like, we might as well ask the romance angel cards. What this person would like to say. Guys, I really hope this comes in for you right away, because these energies they keep me locked in for a while. New love. Exactly. Of course it's new love. It's the swan. All right. What else? Romantic feelings. Well, duh. And separation. Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't think I know. Okay. I was thinking about this when I was going through the editing of the videos. So the whole Six of Cups. So for some of you, it can be a past person. But Six of Cups, as a lot of people will say, it can be a past life thing. So for anyone that it is a truly new person, like you have never laid your eyes on them in this life yet, it just means then that this connection, lifetimes, and I think maybe that's part of going back to the whole message of timing before, like warmth, traveling a really long time to get you. It's like, maybe it's been a few lifetimes since you've been able to reconnect. And also going back to the whole geographical, like Canada, maybe for some of you, this person, like maybe some of you are in Canada and your person's in a different country, or they're from a different country and they're relocating to Canada. Oh my God. or vice versa. Switch it up, you know? With the emphasis on Vancouver. Maybe you're going to be traveling, you get a layover in Vancouver, and you're going to be at the airport. Ooh, a little airport romance. Never hurt anyone. That's great. Ooh. Okay. Or again, it could be maybe you live in the same country and you're just a little bit far enough where it's a little bit long distance. Either way, the horse is coming in. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Oh, see, look at the... Oops, hold on. See those little ghosty bodies kind of above? I don't know if you can fully tell, but there's like 3. And then, to be honest, I don't love how they're holding the head down. I feel like this is that karmic energy is... You have to disentangle from that energy to allow this new energy to come in. So even when this energy is like, hello, I'm going to do crazy things so that you're always focused on me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we're not. And moving forward, anytime a karmic energy comes in, I'm not even acknowledging it. I'm not being a host to this. I'm not a platform for dirt kicking snakes. Get your weird psychic gross energy body out of here. Because also I'm not doing sick tummies for days for this. And it's true, when you experience the 3 and 10 of swords with those dirt kicking snakes, it's like when you come out of that, it's like being burned alive. Your skin is a little bit crispy. Even if you've healed, even if it's been a bit of time, you're a little bit ouch. And that makes sense. When you're dealing with that kind of energy, it's very hard to trust. Sorry, I feeling like it's like a burping type of feeling. It's very weird. This is normally not my go-to. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so forgiving yourself for I think when sometimes you end up loving a dirt kicking snake, it's really easy to internalize and being like, why? And it's like, no, there's nothing wrong with loving people. You are not the dirt kicking snake. So let's see, I'll pick, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Pick one more. Tell me about the new person. New person messages. Oh, 2. Oh, the 2 that wanted to come out. Exactly what I've been saying. Soulmate and past life relationship. Boom. Okay. So let the friends help you. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. Take it as you want. I'm not getting a total crazy hit in this moment. All right. Who wants to come next? All right, we're gonna use the everyday witch tarot, the mini deck version. All right, so again, we're not focusing on dirt kicking snake. You can stay right out of this part of the reading. The Empress again. See, and look, she's pregnant. She is so... Oh, wait, I have to go back to the songs because there was the 2 Nirvana songs. So, again, when I was in the store, my guts were rolling. And then I was kind of feeling it more too in the sacral, like where on a woman, like the womb would be. And I was feeling kind of like cramps. And I was like, okay. I'm like, and then I kept hearing uterus. And I was like, okay. I'm like, and then we talked about all the baby making stuff in that last video. So I was like, oh, this is confirmation again, like the eggs dropping, like, whoa. But then it was like, no. And then they showed me In Utero, Nirvana's album. And then I instantly went into the song, whose name I can't remember because I'm terrible with names, but the lyric is that part of the song where it's like he's singing, what is wrong with me? And so again, I can hear this karmic being like, it's like they're delusional, but there's these like little glimpses where they're just like, they know something's wrong with them. But then what spirit then interjected and was like, they want you to know that they have been like this since in utero, that they have been damaged from the time of being in the womb. So if you're like, I can fix them, classic codependent shit, no, you can't. Not your responsibility. Let that go. Let that snake untangle its own self, okay? Like, we only have so much capacity, not your job. Not my monkeys, not my circus, okay? That's what you need to remember. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way. So look, by going back to Babytown Empress, I'm telling you, this person wants to have babies with you. And if you're same sex, that's okay. You can still want to have babies and get people pregnant, like whatever that is. And there's so many ways to have a family. Like you can be 2 men, 2 people, 2 women, whatever your thing is. And yeah, but the flavor is, I want babies. I want to spend a lot of time getting primal. Oh yeah. Oh God, so snooze fast for this karmic. Okay, well anyway, so here we have the 9 of Cups, which again is like you, new person. It is wish fulfillment. It is like leaning back and just trusting. You just know, you're like, I trust that this is coming, that this person is here, and I know that whoever is next is my wish fulfillment, because with that forgiving of self and the devotion back to self that we spoke about in the last video, it's like you trust yourself to know that like, I will stay single as a Pringle until it is just right. And if it's not just right, then I'll be single till the day I die. Like I'm never gonna settle for less again. But, oh, look who we have. Again, going back to sulky, 3 of Swords, like, and it's like, yeah, someone's in the 4 of Cups, and I think that they're using substances. They are drinking, which is never a very good combo. And see, again, they're showing up as this Knight of Wands, but see, this is the descended Knight of Wands, not like your person. It's like, oh God, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I apologize. It's like they want to be destructive and come forward, but they're actually now like, they are overcome. And again, with this idea of like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Like, they know. On some level, even if it's a delusional state, they get these cracks in the window where they know there's something wrong with them. Yeah, girl, but you know what? Go do the therapy like everyone else. Hand to God. Oh, it's just like, it's like the Seinfeld episode, Serenity Now. Like, Serenity Now. Like, hand to God. Just go do the work. Please, get out of our readings. Just go. Get out of here. Oh, the cats are fighting. Okay. Again, energy out. Okay, I'm gonna ring the bell again. I really want my guts to go back to normal. And I know it's for the most part, it's the dirt-kicking snake, that tangled guts, like it roiling. That is the word. And that is what it truly feels like right now. My guts are roiling. Okay, close your ears for a sec. Okay, we're putting up anything else from this other person. I'm just like, we're shutting it down. I'm not doing this all day with also again, not your, this isn't about you. This is about new love. This is about the soulmate and the collective. Okay. Oh yeah, let's do lights here. Because this is the thing too, like even with the decks, it's like this person's energy, it's light, it's crisp, delicious. Again, I still feel when I lock into the two of you, it's very uncomfortable for me, but either way, it feels like a bubbling brook. And again, I would never use, like, when was the last time I saw a bubbling brook? Like maybe a creek, but like a bubbling brook. It's very whimsical. It's very, again, spring. Oh yeah, going back to the weather. So today it's like raining. The weather, but things are melting. So we had like 6 feet of snow. Now everything's melting. Going back to this spring vibe. And if you listen to the lyrics, or if you look at the lyrics of Water of Love, it's like, terrible with something about basically when there's like a dry spell, or like when the dam breaks, like the water comes again. You'll see if you listen to the song. Anyway, but yes, going back to the bubbling brook. Very, again, rejuvenating, crisp, very sunny. It's like, yeah, I see like a very sunny spring day where like things are melting and the sun is reflecting off of everything. It's like a crisp blue sky, and there's this little bubbling brook, and the water is just like crystal clear, clean, like you could just drink from it and not worry about getting poisoned. And it's just fresh. It's fresh, it's delightful, again, invigorating. Even though there's all that passion and like going back to that 6 of Cups, it's like, it's very sweet and tender. Like, as much as it's primal and animalistic, it's so balanced. Yeah, the flavors, it's really nice, because I just feel like it's like spices, like it's like a spice blend. It's not just one thing where it's like all passion or intensity. It's a bunch of spices, and it's just really well balanced. It's a very nice. I also see that the two of you have a lot in common in terms of ideals, morals. But there might be a few things that are just different enough, but it's nice. It's very complementary. The hints of all these different things, that the way that they kind of work together, just lovely. Again, I like being in your energy. Hand to God, look who's at the bottom of the deck. I'm just taking this guy out too. He can go back in the corner with the other devil. I haven't even taken the other devil out of the mirror. They're both going up there. Like, just, I'll be right back. Because this isn't the sexy devil card. That devil has the one where it's like he's got the little fingers and he's controlling someone's mind. Get out of here. Ugh. Catch a hint. Read a room. Ugh, just embarrassing. I just feel so embarrassed for this person. Oops. Okay, hold on. I gotta cleanse the energy because I want to lock into. Okay. Okay, let's go to how are you gonna feel when you meet this person? Like, what's gonna be your reaction? Okay. So you are the 7 of Cups. But look at this water. It reminds me of the Water of Love. Oh, and look who's here. Again, the snake. So the forgiving, this is the thing. I think for you, because you're coming out of this, like, really probably, I'm just gonna use the word abusive. Narcissist to me, I'm not talking regular, slightly dysfunctional relationships. If we're talking about a true NPD, this is an abusive dynamic. So I'm just gonna call it like it is. I'm not gonna sweeten the pot for anyone here. And so that would make sense. And that's like a healthy response, to take your time and not rush into anything, because when you're leaving those types of dynamics, I think it's really healthy to take a pause. Oh, just one sec. I have a phone date with my son, so be right back. Okay, I think that's also going to be part of your message. Okay. I think, yeah, I don't know if you'll meet maybe in person. Maybe it's like you meet online, and the first way that you really connect is like the first thing will be like a phone date. Because yeah, it's very random that this would come up as I was filming, but I said phone date. And actually, I was at the library right before I got home, and for some reason, when I was thinking about the songs, and if you've noticed, when I'm thinking, sometimes I look up to my side. When I looked over, I was looking at the payphone, and I was just thinking, I was like, oh my God, there's no more payphones really anymore. Like, they're really almost obsolete. And I know this because my son, he's a little guy, but he's really aware of the fact that our phones now are new, and that the old school phones, he's obsessed. And so I'm always looking for payphones that are still functional, because in the rest of the city, they're all just broken and barfed on and shit smeared on them, like totally disgusting. So I was really surprised when I looked over and I was like, oh, a payphone that is functional. I was like, oh, mental note for my son. And it did occur to me, I was like, oh, phone date. And then I was reminded, and this is how this person feels. They showed me, oh man, this is, yeah, like 20 or 22 years ago. There was this woman that I just was beside myself with. And this is before cell phones. And I was living and working up on a ski mountain in BC. Again, real BC vibe. There's something about BC, Vancouver. Let me know, are there just like a shit ton of you right now in Vancouver or like BC? Like, who am I connecting with? I'm so intrigued. I never get geographical locations. Anyways, I digress. And again, we had met online. That's what this person, yeah, we had met online, and I remember they gave me their phone number to call them for the first time. I was a bag of nerves. This is literally how your person, your soulmate feels. They are beside themselves, and what's throwing them into that hangman from the last reading while their world is upside down. They have not had someone flip their guts inside out ever. Like, and that's the thing, when you're with a real soulmate, it's sickening but delightful, because again, it's you don't know if how it's gonna go. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, so you're in the Seven of Cups, but see, look, this water is she's pouring. It's a bit of a trickle, and you're a little bit nervous. You're like, fuck, I paid a heavy price with the last person, and it took me a really long time to leave that. Can I stomach doing this again? What if? Okay. What else for you? Okay, but when you do connect with this person, so we get past your fears, how are you gonna feel? Yeah, for a lot of you, this is what I mean. That we talked about this Five of Cups, the warmth. I think for so many of you, you just have never known a love like this. It has just been a lot, if not a lifetime, of just, betrayal. Like true heartbreak, betrayal, some dark, tough shit that has just left you emotionally out in the cold, where you're just like, you know what? Like, I believe in love, but like, I just can't stomach this. And so I think your soulmate's gonna lock in on you and be like, definite yes, it's an air fist. I believe that this person, they know. And you'll get there too, But out of the two energies, and especially because you're karmic, this whole, oh, I can sense why you're nervous. Because when I pick up on that ding dong, okay. Well, let's just move straight into, okay, so what's going to shift? So what's going to occur that gets you into this lovey-dovey, the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take a little bit of work for you. Ooh, but she's looking into the flame. So you're doing the work. You're thinking about it. You're being smart. I love this for you because, again, you're not just diving in. You're not being a ding-dong. You're really, this was a big lesson for you. So now you're doing your due diligence. You're being very discerning, but you're still willing to be surprised, but you're like, nobody just gets to come in anymore. Like I'm a boss and I need to sit with this. So you're doing the work, but going back to the flavors, the bowls with the herbs, the poison is the medicine. So you're thinking about it, but again, these flavors. And then with this quill, letter writing, I feel like there's something very old school here, like a real old school courtship. And maybe with the distance, it's going to be really nice. Again, with they're showing me flavors of spices. They're showing me a soup. Okay. You two are gonna meet very quickly, and your soulmate's gonna know. They're hot to trot, so they already know you're the one. Because again, they're psychic. They already know. They know. They know. Like there is no question. Again, with that big star from yesterday, out of the star card, but there was the 8 stars. It's so obvious to them. It's the big fat star above them, the North Star, where they're like, duh, it's a definite, you are that. And so, yeah, I think there's going to be a bit of not a big pause, but like, it's this slow burning, making a soup. Now, you can make a quick soup. Anyone can make a little ramen in 10 minutes, but they're showing me, and I like to cook this way. Like when I make a chicken noodle soup, we're talking, it's a slow, I put it on a slow medium where it simmers for a few hours. This is like, and I love an old school courtship. This is, I'm so excited for you. I really, courting, like romance, this is what I mean. I live for romance, you guys. I'm very excited about this energy for you. This is like a true, you guys have the same romantic love language. This is what I'm getting. So whatever this courtship looks like for you, this is what I mean about the complementariness. It's like your love language is very much the same. Okay, so we have you, okay. Okay, so what's going to be the thing that makes you know it's a definite yes for you? Like, what happens? Let's get the scoops. Page of Wands. I think we'll get one more, but what I'm getting is Ace of Cups. I really just think it's going to be, because you two are going to get to know one another through this kind of slower paced communication, or just like things like sending messages, having phone dates. With the sun, it's like I believe you are just going to wake up one day and your heart is going to sign the paperwork and be like, yes, we sign off. We looked into it and we've used our discernment, and yes, and it's Ace because it's the new one. And you say yes to the dress. You say, yes, I will take a chance on you, Abba. I'm taking a chance. I'm going to throw my javelin at you. Oh, guys, I'm getting sweaty now. Oh. Oh, I just got hot. I really think one of you, the menopause thing is also coming in very strongly. Like the not being able to write, like heat flashes. I'm getting heat flashes. Also, sorry if my hair is crazy. I've been wearing this hat. Oh, the rain, and I can literally feel sweat. Guys, I really hope you find one another right away because it's very awkward for me. Okay. So, oh, again, the distraction. Who's trying to be distracting? Okay. So you say yes to the dress. You're like, girl, I am in. Then what happens? Oh, yeah. Yeah, girl, the tower. And look at this tower. It's lightning. This is what I mean by going back to electric. The storm, the elements. Oh, and the nuts. Look at his little nuts and the squirrel. Like, you are the nuts to the squirrel. You drive them nuts. You are nourishment. And I love that it's... There's 4 butterflies. Guys, look. 4 butterflies. Fucking blending of families. And then what looks like fireflies. Okay. Fireflies to me are one of the most romantic things that you can divine with. I did it once, also 20-something years ago. Fireflies to me are some of the most magical creatures. Now, here's the funny thing. I grew up on the west coast of Canada and don't have fireflies. When I moved out east, I'd never seen a firefly in my life. It is to the point that my sister recently, we're old as fuck now. When I told my sister about being able to come see fireflies in the summer, she was like, wait, those are real? I was like, hello, what do you mean are they real? She's like, I thought it was like something off of Disney. I was like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, once you make the decision, it is explosive. The line energy. Look at the heart. Holy fuck. I feel like I'm so tuned into your energies. Oh, we have the King of Swords. Okay. And see the bird, the owl, the crow. There's a lot of bird energy. Birds, I don't know what your connection is to birds, but the birds are here. 2 of Wands. See? This is your soulmate. They're patiently waiting. See, they have their van, their VW van. They're like, they know that you have to work out a little something, but they're ready. Okay. Oh, with the van. Yeah, see, the globe. There might be some relocating. Or, whoa. Okay. 10 of Cups with the 4. And look who's naturally, this is how the cards, so we have Temperance with the, it's so passionate but so balanced. And this is the, and see, this is the real Emperor. Remember that other dirt kicking snake Emperor that came out in the last reading, the one from the Viking? He was all big muscles, the red hair, but like just again gross, just sickening. It is like the whole universe has conspired to bring you two together. This is what I mean. It has come, this person has really traveled. It may have been a few lifetimes for this person, for you guys to be together. Again, I just feel like we're kind of going in circles here. Wait, let me think. Is there anything? Okay, I've cooled down a little bit. What other questions? Okay, let me think. Okay, well, the owl deck wants to come out. I had to pull it out, so we'll just pull a couple from there. And then I am just gonna leave it there. And like, I really love being in your energy, but I kind of would like to get into my own again and to get away from this karmic that's, you know what though? All of a sudden I'm feeling a lot better. Remember all of that? It's not roiling. Why are we not roiling? Like, I'm not mad about it, but I'm a little suspicious now. Like, I've been roiling for the last 3 hours. What just shifted? Or is it because now it's about your story? It's your turn. Okay, let's go with the owls. Okay, let's do a little shuffle. All right. Again, focuses on either what you have to say or feel, or what we need to know about you. New person, not old person. Is there any? Okay, why don't we figure out, how are you guys gonna meet? Is this an online thing? The Six of Swords. I think it's a relocation for some of you again. The spring, the water's flowing. I do sense the High Priestess, the bottom. I did get a lot of that airport, and Vancouver does have an international airport. So for some of you are relocating to Vancouver, you are relocating to Canada. For some of you, you're going to be traveling. Maybe you have a random layover, like maybe something happens and you're like, you get stuck, just like a movie. Oh, totally romantic. And then you're all kind of fussy about it first, like, you know, maybe you're having a hot dog about it to soothe the soul, and then you meet them. I love love. The Six of Cups finally came out. This is what I am talking about. This is what started the whole thing. Okay, who's flying out? Oh yeah, she's coming in. Oh, she's coming in. So who fell was the Knight of Swords, and then the other one that fell out was the Eight of Wands. She's coming in. And when you put them like this, they're facing, you two are about to run into each other, and they're flying. Oh, I got shivers. And look at this one. This is, I believe, like, look at their little intense owl faces. So determined. But especially this guy. This is that horsey. This is the horsey, fiery, hot to trot one. They are so determined. Yeah, I feel good now. Oh, thank God. Oh, yeah. Thank God. That was not pleasant for me. Like, I'm willing to take one for the team, guys, but yeah. Now, that being said, I know I talked about doing personal readings. Here's the thing. I technically am still open for readings. I have a client base here, so I tend to keep it to real person. You can email me. I've had to put some energetic boundaries down. So here's the thing. Whenever someone reaches out, I just check in with my spirit team. I don't need to know why. I just ask, am I allowed to read for this person? If it's a no, don't take it personal, because maybe it's also about it's not the right time for you to hear something. I don't ask why anymore. I just ask the team to be like, is it in my highest and their highest and greatest good for them to read for me right now? If they say no, it's a no. So it's not that I'm trying to be a wiener about it. I've done a couple of readings. Oh, see this person? Okay. This is what I mean. Feeling good. This energy is really old person. Oh, man. They know. I'm telling you, they And because I think Big Sky, Eagle Daddy, it's a spiritual thing, I think they've been put on a spiritual timeout. Like, again, arrested. I think when they got removed and it's being handled, I think, and because I'm putting, I think they're on a spiritual timeout. I think they're literally being forced to look at themselves. Hence why they're going, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? But they're that old part of them that cannot let go. Like I said, like they are willing to crash and burn on this one, even though they're being handled. Because again, that snake is coiled. He's actually tangled. So he wants to do what he would normally do, which is attack. But Big Sky Daddy Eagle there has handled, so he's all in knots, but he actually, it's almost too like the universe has actually kind of put him in knots where it's like, you can't, no, you don't have leverage now. You don't get to just go out and keep biting people's faces off just because you're having a goddamn feeling that you can't deal with. Okay, going back to sweating again. Whew. Okay. Old energy out. Okay, so going back to meeting. Okay, so you're meeting, potentially at an airport. It's gonna be like romantic rom-com. Okay, so when you meet, it's coming in. Okay, that's too many cards. I don't love that. Oh my god, but you know what? Okay, this is literally the cards. Okay, there we got it. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, so what do I do now? Okay. Okay. Empress, again, followed by the Three of Cups. I think that's the blended family. Like all of you, because no, it's celebrating. There's the Emperor. And it's the Nine of Pentacles. I just keep hearing wish fulfillment. I don't... And in terms of the singleness, I see this as that Emperor being like, I'm single, technically, but it's just because I'm just waiting for you. I'm just waiting for you to throw that javelin my way to give me permission. And then I'm going to be that Eight of Wands, being super intense. Because that's the same owl. Look at his intense eyes. Look at his little cap there. See, he's got his traveling hat on. He's about to get on the airplane. And he's up in the mountains. Can some of you please let me know in the comments who is the Vancouver people I'm connecting to? It is so strong. And when I tell you I don't really think of Vancouver that often, I don't, because I grew up out there and I don't have... My sister also lived on the Vancouver Island for a bit. I've spent a lot of time out there. It's not my biggest affinity. Also, I'm a sun baby. I cannot do the rain. So I don't think of Vancouver very often. So for me to connect in so strongly, I gotta know who here is connected to Vancouver. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but I would, when I'm connecting this strongly, sometimes I'm like, please. Oh yeah, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Yeah, an old energy. This feeling of competition. I feel it's this competition between the two energies of new and old person. And there could... Going back to the reading yesterday of how... Or no, the first reading. Where it was the Hierophant from the same deck, the Owls. The Hierophant and the Devil. This is why the karmic's reacting, because they have forgotten that this is part of the agreement. This is like the karmic contract, but it's actually between the three of you. It was decided before all three of you got here. And so it was agreed that the karmic would actually be the one to work. All of this is working together, but this karmic, they don't remember, but they're the one that literally brought you two together. And it's destined, it's already written, and it cannot be altered. And I think this is why this person is sick to their guts, because on some energetic level, this bodiless creepazoid with no heart, because they come from the divine. We're all the same. It just comes from the same, just because they're on the darker end of the spectrum. They still come from source. They've really forgotten. But on some level, they know, because they're the rabid animal. Again, going back to, I actually forgot about this in the last videos, but I want to talk again about the ascended and descended master. But when I was talking about the rabid animal, like talking about the NPD, again, the spirit team wanted me to talk about, again, the duality, the wording of wildness versus rabid. Being in your wild, primal self. Again, this is life, this is prana. That's what life is. It's wild, you know? All of the world, nature, it's wildness. Those horses running, wildness. But when you haven't done the work, exactly, and you're sick, and it is a sickness, you know? Nothing, and here's the thing, this is where I do not sugarcoat, nothing will ever justify abuse. And this is why I don't cry for these people. I can tap in spiritually and can see their inner landscape and can have a tear about that. But I don't care, because here's the thing. There's a ton of us out in the world that have also been forced to withstand and endure and go through abuse as well. And we make the choice. The ascended and descended, I actually have a video that we're doing later about this thing, but quickly it's like, we all make a choice. And so these people who made a choice to, instead of doing the work, but then to perpetuate the very thing that they've experienced, no bueno. Getting really, sweating to the oldies over here. So the language, they also show me the two words expectation being in the descended versus need. So really controlling people will have expectations, because an expectation too, it's different than having a need, because an expectation, it's like you're, it's like putting someone under duress. Do this or else. Whereas when you're in the more ascended version, to be like, hey, I have this need. You may not be able to meet this need, and that's okay, but I may have to go elsewhere to fill this need. So duality is very, very much a part of this reading. Okay, I think I need to step out of all of your energies. I need to go ring some bells and disconnect, because I know that this is not mine, and I don't actually enjoy this. This is not, it's not cute and demure. And I really don't love how these energies hijack readings, like, they're just everywhere. Like, I find it very annoying, and yeah, I'll be addressing it in my next video, because I'm not doing this. Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, on the lighter side of things, I've truly enjoyed connecting to the two of you. That's nice. And again, I'm just, for anyone who has made it all the way through all three of these videos, bravo, thank you. And I don't expect this video to be for a lot of people, but for whoever it reaches, like, truly, I'm so excited for this soulmate connection. And and this is the thing, I feel like they have big apple cheeks, like the smiling. Like when again, all three videos, when I tap into this energy, it's just so, what other words haven't we used yet? Yeah, it's almost like you don't need to say anything. And I think part of that sweetness is like when you're kind of awkward. Like sometimes you can just kind of stare at each other and just kind of both just be okay with your awkwardness of being like, I just fucking really like you. I don't even know what to say next, but it's like, hi. Oh, that's lovely. See, okay, this is what I mean. When I step into your energy, the two of you, no roiling. And again, the nervousness now is like, yeah, they're a little bit sweat, like they're sweating because they're nervous. And it's, again, more of a butterfly feeling. So this is what I mean. When I step out of this energy keeps, and I got to work on my setting up some stronger parameters here because it's so annoying. Yeah, I feel like this is what this person just wants to do. Like they're just like anything you want to talk about, anything you want to do, they're just delighted. They're like, and they're going back to the timing. I know we talked about them being hot to trot, but like I think because they know, there's no question. And because they're like, they know this is a soulmate connection, you have spent past lives together. So the timing thing, like they're happy to wait because they know. And because you're now in their life, so if you meet randomly or online and it's just simple chatting, they're just gonna be like, just so happy to be like, oh my God, just thank God you're here. Tell me everything. And they want to re-get to know you in this new iteration, you know, where they're like, fuck, I finally found you again. And now I get to re-know you in this way. And I can't wait. Guys, it's so sweet. That Six of Cups, it's so, yeah, to feel both this kind of masculine, again, sexy, animal, make me blush kind of energy, baby making, the loincloth sheet outfit from the last video, to it's so tender. And because I can tell where you guys have come from, when you haven't known real tenderness for a while, warmth has traveled a really long way to get to you. It's just like it's coming home, like the song Leon Bridges. It's coming home. Like here's the thing, I can actually feel the hug. I can feel you two. Oh, it's just like when you hug and you just lean in and there's no, you know how when you hug, there's normally kind of like, you like hug for 5 seconds and then somehow both of you are like, okay, now the hug's going on a little bit too long. It's like when you first hug, it's like a big, juicy, like it's a really, it feels so good. And it's like coming home. It's coming home. Okay, that's it. I gotta go. But thanks for allowing me to read your energy. And yeah, I'm gonna do a video on this NPD business for tomorrow, which will be interesting. And then I'm not revisiting. It's gonna be new energies, new messages. But thanks for having me for the last, God, long time. All right. Bye, world.